Frank Sinatra. And you can see it to your right there. It says Patsy's. To the right and the left-hand side, block and a half in. And if you walk into the restaurant, you'll find a statue of Frank Sinatra inside. It's a bit pricey, but it is a good restaurant. Here's the Carnegie Deli on the right. Their slogan, not all the skyscrapers of Manhattan are made of glass and steel. Talking about those gigantic sandwiches they serve up. And their competition for 70 years, the Stage Deli here on the right. They too offer up those gigantic sandwiches. Their shtick is that they name their sandwiches after celebrities. Now, coming up, our stop for MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, can be found to the left on 53rd Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. You also have the Museum of Television and Radio. That can be found on 52nd Street between 5th and 6th. And there are some of the cars that participated in the Polaski Day Parade, the Polish American Day Parade, with their red and white balloons. You'll see a lot of that as we make our way towards the Empire State Building. Speaking of it will tonight be lit up in red and white for Polish American Day. Does anybody want this stop? MoMA, the Museum of Television and Radio. So we're just looking for incoming as we have to wait for the X1 Express bus to pull out of the stop there. That's a bus that commuters take to Staten Island. So is the X10, which I wish I was on right now, because that would be taking me home to Staten Island. And go watch some football, which I'm missing right now. But I'm going to be paying attention to the big screen where you see the Chevrolet sign straight ahead. They will be broadcasting the Giants-Seattle game. Come on up, downtown. Yes. So hopefully, the game should be about over by now. It's almost 4 o'clock. Good, perfect. You hang on to them, don't lose them. Hang on, watch yourselves too, be careful.
Sí, que tengas cuidado, Loreto.
Giants are killing them? Good, good, good. Good thing. It's a good thing. Who needs Plaxico? We don't need it. Trade him back to Pittsburgh. Well, up ahead on the left there, you can see the blue lighting on the building. That used to be Lehman Brothers headquarters. Now it's called Barclay Capital. They took over after they filed for bankruptcy on September 15th. And at the fire sale that took place afterwards, they bought up quite a bit of their assets. And WAMU is now gone as well. It's now a part of J.P. Morgan Chase. Of course, George Bush was severely depressed when he found out that WAMU was gone. He thought it was a whale. He thought a whale had died. We're going to head through the theater district now. Coming up on the right is the Winter Garden Theater. And this is where Mamma Mia has been playing now for over 6 years. Prior to that, Cats played there for 18 years. Now, if you look right when we turn left, you'll see the Ed Sullivan Theater. There'll be a blue marquee with the words Late Show on it, and that is where David Letterman tapes The Late Show Monday through Thursday. So that'll be to the right. Also this November, Shrek, the musical, coming to the Broadway Theater. So the Ed Sullivan Theater, which says Late Show, from 1949 to 1971, that was called CBS Studio 50. And that was where Ed Sullivan did his variety show on Sunday night. The Beatles made their American television debut on that show back in February 1964. On the next block on the left is Caroline's Comedy Club, and tonight you can see comedian D.L. Hughley performing here. Stand-up comedians, when they come to New York, this is one of the places that they perform at. Also, you have comics over on 14th Street and 9th Avenue, another venue for comedians. But there's Caroline's Comedy Club to your left. Spotlight Live on the left is a karaoke club.
This is Times Square.
And you perform on the
See over
second
there?
floor, and then your
Times
performance is
Square.
broadcast on the
You see
screen
the Times
above
Square?
you
See
to
the
the left.
screen? Right there is Times. It's all
And
Times
if you like
Square.
candy, to your left,
This
M&M
whole
World,
thing
to
at
the
night
right,
is all lit up.
you've got Hershey's.
We can see all
and if
the
you're a musician, you might want to visit 48th Street to your left, between 7th and 6th Avenue. You have a number of music stores there, including Manny's, Sam Ash, Rudy's, and Manny's is a fantastic place to visit if you're a musician. If you're looking for an Italian restaurant, and I catch you walking into the Olive Garden here on the left, I'm going to smack you in the head.
Yeah.
Go to your own Olive Garden back home. It's a national chain. Not that it's a bad place. Right now they got the never-ending pasta dish going, but I mean, they got some really good Italian restaurants here in Manhattan. Carmine's on 44th Street, I pointed out. Patsy's on 56th Street. Ralph's Italian Restaurant. You can go down to Little Italy and find about 50 Italian restaurants down there on Mulberry Street. We're going to stop over here at 47th and Broadway, right across from Duffy Square, where very, very soon you will once again be able to buy discounted theater tickets at the TKTS outlet. This should be reopening any day now.
You really have to see this at night.
Finishing touches.
At night it's incredible. At night it's incredible.
New TKTS
Everything is lit up. Everything.
Right now, if you want to get discounted theater tickets, you have to go underneath the Marriott Marquis Hotel, which is up on your right there, where you see the Bank of America display, and it's on the 46th Street side of the hotel, underneath the hotel, street level.
See?
Anybody need to stop? This is stop number 4. This is where you will come, by the way, if you want to pick up the night tour later today, beginning at 6:30 this evening. So anybody need to stop now?
See the big Coke bottle? Yeah, you see it. So about it. Honey, you got to take a picture of us. There might be of all of us, but behind here. Huh? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do it before we lose all the seats.